So I recently talked to a law firm marketing manager, and she said, we're considering doing inbound marketing, like creating a lot of content and attracting people, but we just don't know what it is that we should write about. We see other law firms that do practice same areas as we do, and they get a lot more business than we do, so we just don't know where to begin. And it's a very interesting thing, right? The answer is usually right in front of us, we just don't know how to pick it up. Let me tell you a story of Peter, who I've met at a marketing conference in 2013. Peter was retired, looking for the next business to start. I asked him what he did in the past, and he said he owned sleep clinics for years, and they were doing okay. They were in Alaska, and one day, a sales associate who was manning the phone said, Peter, we have people call us and ask us same questions time and time and again. He said, why don't we, instead of answering all of these freaking questions, because they're like really repetitive, why don't we, instead of doing that, just post FAQs on our website? Peter said, that's a good idea, it will save them some time. So he came up with this really great idea. He said, for the next couple of weeks, write down every question that you get asked. So every phone associate had to keep a notepad right next to them and write down every question that they get asked. Then, after actually 3 weeks, they compared the notes, and it turned out that they had been asked similar questions 113 times. Total of 113 questions. So they decided that they're going to write, instead of FAQs, because that would be just too long of a list, they're going to write an answer to each question in a blog post format. So they did that, and they thought it was a very clever idea, and many of their prospects now found information on their blog post. Now, what they didn't expect, and this was a very pleasant side effect, was that once they posted all that information, they were the only ones that had so many comprehensive answers to so many different questions that their prospects had. So what started happening was their website started getting a lot more traffic than they used to. And a lot of that traffic started converting into, you guessed it, new patients, and those patients turned into dollars. And then they realized that they were getting a lot more traffic from other states, and people wouldn't travel to sleep clinic in Alaska of all places from continental United States. So they were building all that traffic, and they were like, wow, we wonder how we can monetize it. And sometime later, I think it was like 3-4 years after that, they got approached by a major continental competitor who said, we want to buy your website for all the traffic that it gets, because we have a number of sleep clinics across the nation, so we want to get this traffic. So he sold that website for like $13 million. Not his sleep clinics, he sold the website for $13 million because of all the traffic that it was getting. The point of the story, you can do the same thing. For the next few weeks, every attorney, your receptionist, your office manager, whoever gets to talk to prospective clients, every question that they get, they need to write it down. Those questions become the list of topics that you need to write about. I know you probably do not want to write 113, 150, 50, whatever is the number of blog posts. So what you do is what I do. Instead of just writing them, come up with a video where you answer that question, like I am doing here, and with that answer, you can create your blog post. Here's how I do it. So I create this video, and then I have a copywriter here in the office who is going to write it up for me. And she does a bang-up job, and then we post the video, and we post the written answer, the blog post, and then we publish it. And we do it many times over. So when someone searches for an answer to one of these questions on Google, they'll come to us. And then they'll develop brand recognition. They will see us often enough, and they'll say, Kamra, they really know what they're talking about in this space. So it is a fantastic strategy, but most law firms, most businesses cannot be bothered to do this. It bewilders me. Why? Because your livelihood, your success of your business, your kids' future possibly depends on you doing this or not doing this, yet most will not do it. So I beg you to take the step for your own sake, for your kids' sake, and do this. It's a simple thing to do. But as Jim Rohn said, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. Please do this. If you have any questions about the development process, reach out to me. I could be easily reached at Sasha, S-A-S-H-A, @kamradweb.com. Thanks for watching.